Hello everybody and welcome back to a new video. Today we are building a colourful riverside house. The last thing I built was a mega castle. If you want to see that, I will link it in the cards. It's the last video I did. No, it's the second last video I did. But I was feeling a little bit washed out with all the greys and whites in that build. So here we are building something colourful. And what I wanted to do, I just wanted to make it funky, right? That was my concept. I didn't want it to be perfectly historically accurate, like I tried-ish to do with the castle. I didn't want it to fit any sort of mold that was already out there. So I just sort of built, I plotted out like the shapes of where everything needed to be, because I wanted it to be like 3 buildings. I made a concept sketch for it, which I'll put in here on the screen, and sort of started with a color palette. So I wanted to use blue terracotta. That was sort of my starting point, and then I was like, okay, if it's near a river, it needs to have like some stone foundation so that it doesn't look like it's about to get washed away, just to add that little bit of realism to the build. And then the next color that came up was orange. I live near a mesa in this particular world because it is in survival, and so I wanted to use orange terracotta, and also that contrasts very well with blue. And then I debated adding green in, like green terracotta, but that would have been, it would clash too much with the blue, and I didn't want to put the orange in the middle. And then I came up with yellow, and as you can see at the start, like the different blocks I use for yellow don't really go that well. I use like yellow terracotta, yellow concrete, and yellow concrete powder, and they're all very separate shades of yellow. Eventually I took out the yellow terracotta and the concrete powder and added in some wool with the yellow concrete, just so it wasn't too much of a contrast within like the same color. And then I added a water wheel, because what else would you add to a river house? It's probably not very realistic, but I wanted to add one, and I haven't made a water wheel in a while, so I made one. And then I also wanted to do the interior, because this is the survival world. This is going to be my starter house. I don't know if I'll make a mega build in this world, but I wanted to be able to inhabit it properly. And I've taken inspiration from Pearlescent Moon's Hermitcraft Season 8 base, where she's got like the jungle planks around the side, like rimming each room, and then brown wool and carpets. I think it was a really cozy addition, and I think it adds a lot of comfort level to the home. And then I used spruce for the roof, A, because I love spruce, it's my favorite wood, and B, because like it contrasts decently with most things, with most of the colors I used in this build. If I were to use dark oak, that would have been too dark and wouldn't have gone very well with the blue or the yellow really, so spruce was sort of the default option. And I did start off with 2 slab slanted roofs that met in the middle for the orange and the yellow parts, but I eventually changed that because I didn't like how symmetrical it looked. It didn't have that much character, so I wanted to add character. You can't really add character to an inanimate object, but by making it a lot of different shapes and adding a lot of variety into the build, it gives the build some sort of personality. And then I wanted all of the different funky windows. I made like a round window, some like tall windows, some long windows. And then once I'd sort of finished the build, I was like, okay, what's missing? And usually the answer to that is nature. So I built like a sort of mangrove-ish style tree next to the house, and I added in some flowers around it, just to make it look a little bit more natural Minecraft. Because in Minecraft, like on plains, naturally there will spawn like little clusters of flowers, and I think just adding that in to your terraforming rather than not having flowers at all just makes it look a little bit more natural, I think, to the style of Minecraft generation. And here's the final build. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more of this, and I'll see you very soon for another video.